Hey, Tony Gaskins here. I want to talk to you about something today and really kind of thinking about spiritual alignment and looking over your life in every area of your life and making sure that your life lines up with what you know to be pure and what you know to be righteous. And that's one thing that I notice a lot of times when I look at the life I've decided to live. And I look at people who look like me, come from where I come from, have done the things I've done, know the God I know, had the same opportunities, but nowhere near the level of success or reward. When I go down the line and I analyze our spirits, it's different. And see, you will get out of life what you put in. But what you put into life really starts with what you put in you, what you put in your mind, what you put in your spirit. And so you have to go down and say, okay, how am I treating myself? Are you taking care of your eyes and your ears? And what I mean, what you watch, what you listen to. I was with one of my guys and on a long ride, like 3 or 4 hours. And we were talking, but in the background, I had on contemporary Christian music. So the messaging just in the air was pure. And it said something to me because the frequency of the music, it intertwines, it affects your spirit. And so just my spirit being leveled, it's so different. Imagine if I was listening to a little this or little that, little stapler, little lotion, little hand sanitizer, all these rappers, little somebody, little battery. Imagine if I was listening to his music in the background, the subliminal messages he got in there, the satanic and demonic messages he got in there. Subconsciously, my mind gonna pick up on it. The frequencies in that music gonna interrupt my spirit. I'm gonna be feeling some kind of way. I may be feeling down. I may be feeling like I need a drink. I may be feeling like I need to smoke. And it's really because of what his music is talking about and what the beat is channeling and what it's saying to you, what his spirit is transferring to yours. So you got to ask yourself, am I taking care of my eyes and my ears? Next thing, are you taking care of your body? Are you putting in your body what you need to put in your body? Do you treat your body like a temple? Now, this doesn't mean that, you around here just plucking vegetables out of your garden and just sitting out there in the middle of the garden smacking on vegetables. But are you intentionally sabotaging your health, or are you focusing on your body and trying your absolute best to create some balance? Yeah, you may have a cheat meal that deals with some type of dessert or something, but are you eating like that every day? Really look at this. Now, what about your body? Are you sleeping? Are you trying to rest and get ample amount of rest? Or are you running off 3 hours, 4 hours for sleep regularly? Or are you fueling your body? Because everything works from there. Your infirmities in your body, your health, even the length of your life, partly is determined by how much rest you get. Now, think on the other part of your body. Who are you lying down with? Who are you lying down with? See, a lot of people don't want to touch on this now, because if you're sleeping with somebody and you're not married, you're defiling your body. You're defiling the bed. You're defiling your spirit, because you're doing covenant things without a covenant. And what's so dangerous about that is you don't really know this person, because if you don't love that person enough to sign the dotted line until death does us part, or vice versa, then y'all shouldn't be lying down together, because when you lie down, you literally could be handed a death sentence. Somebody can hand you a STD that gets you up out of here. So are you willing to die? Are you willing to alter the course of your life and contract a disease that is incurable for somebody that is not your partner for life? So you got to ask yourself that question. Now, see, some people say, well, no, I'm not sleeping with anybody, but you still defiling your spirit because of lust and masturbation. Oh, yeah, this ain't monetized, so I ain't got to worry about the words today. Use all the words, because I don't put ads on my, I don't turn on the monetization on my Sunday sermon. Yeah, you defiling yourself, because what's happening is a lot of women want to promote this today. Oh, a woman needs to get to know her body. Woman needs to know. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need to be touching yourself, nor does a man. Oh, I got needs. I ain't sleeping with nobody. That's just me. No, you feeding lust. And it's only going to be so long that you could feed lust before you want the real thing. And the real thing going to be fornication. And what's going to happen is, if it's not fornication, let's say you pleasuring yourself, but you waiting until marriage. That artificial pleasure, that artificial stimulation that doesn't come from a human, it come from a robot with a battery, essentially. Come with something with a battery. Guess what? You're not going to be able to duplicate that with a human. Because when you lie down with the human, they ain't got no battery in them. Their body parts don't vibrate. Their body parts ain't going to focus on one little area. And their mind ain't going to feed you all your fantasies that you thinking about your celebrity crush. What you looking at in the magazine, what you looking on that TV and on that nasty movie. You laying there, who you thinking about when you laying there? You ain't just think about nothing. You think about your ex, strengthening the soul tie, and your ex ain't nowhere near you. And you laying there picturing what you and your ex used to do. What you thinking about your crush, the person you want to be with, the person you fantasizing about. You see what I'm saying? What you letting a man voice talk while you taking care of yourself? That's sin. Because it's lust. It's lust. And it's next to fornication. But it's also artificial stimulation. I read one time, long time ago, to say that when you do that, you hinder. It said that a woman changed the way her body gets ready for that action because of the overstimulation. Oh yeah, and we got a lot of nasties. But just think about this now. Just think about this. Really think about it. We've normalized it so much when we come to the body. We've normalized it so much. But really step outside of that and look in. And look in. How nasty is that you laying there with yourself? With yourself. You need that bad? Go get you a massage. Go do some scratches. Go play some ping pong. Go paint a picture. You don't have to stimulate that part of your body and then set yourself up for failure. Because when you get with somebody, they're not going to vibrate. Their body ain't going to vibrate. Their body ain't going to be right where you want it to be, on the exact place you want it to be. And then you got to take them through Clitoric University. Don't nobody want to go through that. You got to sit, okay, all right, so, all right, today's lesson is, okay, and over here you have this, okay, and over here you have this, and over here you have, all right, and then you're going to see this right here, and this is where you want to be. How you look talking to your man, taking him through that kind of university? When he's sat in all these classrooms, and now he got to sit here because you then became addicted to self-pleasure that you can't function without it. See, you got to look deeper into your past. You got to look and see, where did this come from? What is this spirit on me? Because guess what? The more comfortable you are with that self-pleasure, the more comfortable, the easier it is going to be for you to get on your back and catch an STD or have a child out of wedlock. You hear me? So see, you got to think about your spirit, because this is what you don't realize. See, what you don't realize. What you don't realize is that your blessings outwardly come from within. So if your mind is on lust, if your mind is on fornication, if your mind is on perversion, if your mind is focused on pleasure every day, you defiling your spirit. You operating from a place to where you should be focused on purpose, principles, self-power, self-love, confidence. See, you have to shift your mind from worrying about pleasure. Because see, your pleasure is to escape pain. See, your pleasure is to escape stress. Your pleasure is to escape worry. See, what you running from? Your purpose ought to bring you happiness so that you don't need to chase pleasure. So see, you got to evaluate every aspect. And see, they ain't going to talk about this in church. What you down there doing? They ain't going to talk about that with these men. What y'all down there doing? All right. What y'all down there doing? Okay. That's nasty. But we got to look at it and realize this crazy. This is crazy. I need to be waiting on the love of my life so we can ravish one another. So we can make love to the mind. Then we can make love to the body. Instead of me being in this bed by myself or in the bathroom taking care of me, myself. That's why another human is created. Y'all can take care of each other when you marry. See, it's in the dark that determine your light. It's the darkness that determine your light. What you do in the dark affects what you receive and what you accomplish and where you go in the light. But people don't realize that. People don't realize that. My mama texted me. This is a real life testimonial. My mama texted me. She say, I pulled up on her in something new that I treated myself to. She say, baby, I drove off. She sent my text. She say, baby, she say, son, I ain't never in my life met somebody as blessed as you. And you know what? I know she ain't lying. I'm from the same place she from. I come from her. But ain't never. And you know what? And I said to my wife last night, I said, baby, I feel bad. I feel bad that it's people that I know personally that's my same age or older than me, come from the same place, had the same opportunity, but we not equally blessed. And my wife said to me, she said, you can't put these people that you talking about where you at, because look what they do with their life. Look what they do with their life. Look how they living versus how you living. That's the difference. So if you got different actions, you're going to get different results. If you got different motives, you're going to get different results. It's going to be a different outcome. So she said, you comparing apples to oranges. Y'all not the same. And I realized that in order for you to get what's for you, you can't be fitting in with everybody else. You're going to have to do what's right for you. You're going to have to get right. You're going to have to get in line. You're going to have to stop making excuses. You're going to have to stop doing what's comfortable. See, what would be comfortable would be for me to see any woman I want to see, go up, holler at her, shoot spit game, get her number, start having an affair with her, sleeping with her. That'll be comfortable because it'll be intriguing. It'll be invigorating. It'll be a rush because you taking chances. That's why people having affairs. It's giving them a rush. That's why they think that the love making, that the entanglement feels so good. They're talking about, I haven't felt good in so long, and I just want it to feel good. That entanglement feel good because of the chances you taking, the sin you living in, the wrong you doing. See, people get pleasure from unrighteousness. People get pleasure from sin. When I was in the streets hustling, we in the trap house, we hustling not because that's the only way to make money. We could have hustled for 1 week and went and bought a lawnmower and started mowing lawns. We could have hustled for 1 month, went and got a lawnmower, a ride lawnmower, a trailer, and a pickup truck, cheap pickup truck, and started a lawn service. We were hustling for the thrill. We were hustling for the rush. We were hustling because we wanted to look cool, because we wanted to feel cool. When I was in the streets and when I see the streets, every street dude lame. Every street dude lame because he trying to fulfill something. That ain't what you got to do. That's what you choose to do. That ain't all life got for you, because I was in the streets and look what I'm doing today. So that's a lie that you say, that's my only way out. That's the only thing out. That ain't the only thing to do. That's what you choose to do because you want it fast. You want to take shortcuts because it's too hard. It's too boring to build $500 a week, $300 a week. That's too slow. You need it fast, so you want to do fraud. You want to scam. You want to hustle. That's lame. That's lame. See, a real man gonna lace up his boots and he gonna go to work. If that's $200 a week, he gonna get it. He gonna get it. He gonna change his attitude. He gonna change his mindset. He gonna be the first one there, the last one to leave. Next thing you know, 3 years, he gonna be a supervisor. That $250 a week now finna be $1,000 a week. Next thing you know, that $1,000 a week, now he got extra money. Now he can invest. Now he can start his own business. You see what I'm saying? But he gonna lace up them boots and he gonna do what he got to do. And he gonna climb from the bottom. But see, we want stuff fast. We want to take shortcuts in life. We want pleasure. We want to be pleased. Oh, there's nothing wrong with self-pleasure. The erroneous erotica zone says that you need to self-pleasure. Every woman was created. The only purpose of the clitoris is pleasure. There is no other pleasure. A woman needs to know her body. Shut that mess up. You operating from brokenness. You still operating from the violation that happened to you as a child that you need to address. You want to sell nasty toys. That you promoting it because that's your business. You sell dildos. So that's why you want it to work. Because you out here candy coated, so you want to promote self-pleasure. That ain't benefiting you. They ain't making you make no more money. Consecration increase your focus. When you consecrate your spirit, when you sacrifice, when you focus, when you lock in, why you think a warrior ain't supposed to lay down and sleep with somebody when they preparing for battle? Why you think bosses ain't supposed to be sleeping around when they getting ready for that match? It's still your focus. All that pleasure you indulging in. See, why you can't eat no chocolate cake in training camp? That's pleasurable. A guilty pleasure, but it's working against your gains, your advancement, your focus. Your regimen and routine is adversely affecting you. See, you don't get gains from giving into youthful lust and to untamed pleasure. You don't get gains from that. You get gains from sacrifice, from consecration, from focus. determination. That's where you grow at. That's where you grow. But see, we don't want to grow. We want to be complacent. We want to do what's easy. That's what we want. That's what we want. See, you got to sit and you got to think about this thing. You got to really think about this thing. You got to really ask yourself, why don't you do what you need to do? Because it's hard. Because it's hard. Because that means you got to give up something to get something else. That means you got to let go of something so you could go somewhere else. You got to let go so you can grow. It's hard. It's inconvenient. It's uncomfortable. So that means if you don't give in to your pleasure, you got restless leg syndrome at night. You got to squirm a little bit. You got to toss and turn a little bit until giving up that pleasure becomes normalized. Until your comfort zone catch up to your effective zone. See, that's uncomfortable. And we don't want to get uncomfortable. We want everything to just come easy. We want shortcuts. That's your problem. So listen to me. Listen to me. Don't compare your life if your behind the scenes can't compare. You can't compare our highlight reel if you can't compare our behind the scenes. If our behind the scenes ain't got nothing in common, our highlight reel ain't gonna look the same. If you ain't consecrating, focusing, sacrificing the same way this blessed person that you watching, that you looking at over here, you see all these blessings on them with peace and prosperity, happiness, love and abundance. It's because they renewed their mind, they renewed their spirit, they renewed their heart. They behind the scenes look different. So you're going to have to sit down and get the behind the scene. See, it's even little things like profanity. I pay attention. I pay attention to other men. I feel like 95 to 98% of men use profanity. That I know, a form of profanity. And it's either profanity out their mouth or profanity in their heart. Profanity in their spirit. And I pay attention to it. I pay attention to it. And I say, just that one little thing. Just that one little thing. You don't understand. Just those curse words. Just that profanity blocking your blessings is hindering your growth because it's shrinking your mind. Because see, when you remove those words, it forces your mind to work to find other words to fill the space. So now you're stretching your mind, you're developing your mind, you are developing emotional intelligence because your mind is having to work to express what's on your heart because you don't have curse words to use. Just that one little thing. Men don't think it mean anything. Men don't think it mean nothing. But just that one little thing, that's my edge. That's my edge. Because I unlock my mind. So when I unlock my mind, I see visions. I see opportunity instead of obstacles. See, just one little thing. Just a small change. What you watching? What you listening to? Who you hanging with? Who you talking to? What you talking about? Just that one little thing. See, it's one change that can make a world of a difference. And that's what you got to understand. And you got to evaluate your spirit. You got to evaluate your life. See, listen, I'm jealous of no one. I'm jealous of no one. Anybody who getting it, keep going. God bless you. I pray you doing right. I pray you doing right so you could keep them blessings. Hey, I'm in competition with no one. I'm jealous of no one. I watch no one. My eyes on the throne. My eyes on God. Because I'm trying to receive the message that he got for me. So that I could do what I'm called to do. Somebody say, hey, Tony, you watch this person, you watch that person. Hey, Tony, you read. No. I'm reading God. I'm reading the Holy Spirit. Because I need to know the download for me. You hear me? And if a person ain't channeling a message that's going to push me forward, I'm gonna read it if it's going to push me forward. I ain't reading it just to be nosy. I ain't reading just to see what somebody else doing. No, is your message going to push me forward? If your message ain't going to push me forward, see, that's how I talk to you, the way I talk to you. See, that's why I really ain't into the vlogging and all that yet, and day in the life and all that yet. Because right now, it's about pushing you forward. Me showing you my life, that ain't going to push you forward. That just going to confuse you. Because what you need to know is what I did to get here. So when you see success, or when you see abundance, or when you see blessings, or you see peace, or you see happiness, and you see prosperity, you see a happy marriage, you need to know the behind the scenes, what it took to get it. And what it took to get it is a renewed mind, a renewed spirit, letting go of bad habits, changing them into good habits. See, changing what I was doing so I could change what I get. Changing my input into my mind, my body. So that changes my output. Then that changes my income, meaning what's coming in, blessings, opportunity, favor, peace, prosperity, happiness. You see what I mean? This is what you got to realize, and you're going to have to do the work. It will not be easy, and not everybody will understand it. Not everybody will understand it. So it's about the purity. See, there's a lot of people work out way harder than me. It's a lot of people that eat way better than me. A lot of people. But you got to be well-rounded. You got to be well-rounded. And see, that's what I'm working on. I say, you know what? I got to do everything right. I can't just be faithful to my wife and then eat bad and just eat crazy. I can't just be faithful to my wife, be a devoted husband, devoted father, but then not be focused in other areas of my life. No, I got to work on every area. I got to address every area. Right now I'm addressing working out and eating better. Drinking less sugary drinks. That's what I'm focused on right now, because that's my area. I'm drinking too much lemonade, too much soda. So I got to drink more water. So I'm working on that. It sounds like it's small, but that's the difference between life and death. The difference between life and death. My family, all my daddy family got diabetes. Where do you think diabetes come from? All right. So guess what? I'm in line for that. So I got to divert. I got to do something different. I got to break that generational curse. I got to break that. I got to change that. Because guess what? Fried chicken tastes better than baked chicken to me. But I can't always do what feel good, what tastes good. And you know why it tastes good? It tastes good because my taste buds is acquired. My taste buds is prepped for it from all the sugary drink and salty food. That's why Popeye's gonna taste better to me than Boston Market, which probably ain't all that good either. Gonna taste better than me putting a chicken breast on the grill. You see what I mean? But now somebody who they taste bud, they've been raised on eating clean, not a lot of salt, not a lot of sugary drinks, Popeye gonna make them sick. Their stomach gonna be hurting. They need that grilled chicken and broccoli or asparagus or whatever vegetable they into, kale, spinach. They need that. They eat something outside of that, they start to feel sick. You see what I mean? So you got to change that, because that's the difference between life and death. That's the difference. So it's like, I got to look at, okay, why I'm eating like this. Why I want to have me a drink. Okay, I want to have me a drink every night. What is that for? Stress? Worry? What am I addressing? See, you got to look at what you're doing, and you got to get to the root. You got to get to the root. What led you to eating like that? What led you to giving your body away like that? What led you to talking like that? What led you to watching and listening to the stuff you watch and listen to? What led you there? Get to the root of it and address it. And say, okay, this is where I'm operating from. This why, but this is what I need to be doing instead of doing this. Because I'm doing this trying to mask my pain, my mistakes, my past, my experiences. But I need to be doing this. I need to be addressing it directly head on, getting wisdom, knowledge, and understanding around it, and getting a plan of change, a plan of action. Hey, this Tony Gasson. Spirit just left me. I looked up and just crossed 30 minutes. So I guess what the Lord had for today. Hey, God bless you. Watch this 2 times. If you needed an hour, watch it twice. Because there's something here you miss, I guarantee you. Hey, God bless you. We'll talk soon.